we have this campaign, Be the One, trying to save veterans from, depression, and when they come back and try to reintegrate them. And, being veterans, they think they need to defend us, and they never would admit they're in depression. We lose 7 lives a day, 17 a day.
Wow.
So we've been trying to get the word out. So great sponsor and a great cause. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. Just a lot of the mental health stuff these days is just crazy. I don't know what's going on with humans. It's a weird time to be human. Do you feel like y'all's sport is at risk of like automation ever? Do people ever start talking about that, or?
Look, there is always talks. Like they talk about, what about race cars? Are they all going to be electric? They're not going to make any noise anymore. Or we're going to have robots. We don't need drivers. I think technology is around, and we've been getting better. I mean, let's think about it. That 20 years ago, we thought we'd be flying cars now.
That's
right?
true.
Well, we're not.
We always think we're going to be doing a lot more.
Oh, in 2022, cars are not going to have wheels anymore. You're going to be just like space shuttles around. So
yeah, and all we're doing is ordering pizzas and doing dumb dances.
Right. And but the humans are still delivering. It's not a robot.
That's true.
Maybe a drone, but you know what I mean? It's like a guy still come knocking your door. Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, no.
They just had a guy, actually, what's that? They had a guy who, what did that guy do? Trevin, can you look that up? Oh, damn. God put me in a position to save kids in a burning house. This dude.
The pizza guy, right? He was delivering inside. So, but see, if you had a drone, the drone wouldn't do that.
No. Yeah, the drone's just going
to just drop it. So, yeah, I mean, okay, you're going to have race cars without drivers. This is, you know exactly what I'm going to say, because you're in an entertainment business. If nobody watches you, not going to have a show anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, right? If it's a comedy or your podcast, racing is the same thing. Yeah, you're going to show up to see empty cars. I don't know. If that happens, I don't think we'll be actually like frozen somewhere. Right?
Yeah. Cryonically frozen. Yeah. That's crazy, because we're about to talk with that guy. But do you think, like, because also then, you're not going to have fans aren't going to want to come watch I don't know if fans want to go watch a
My
robot.
question is, like, people talk about, there is a lot of debate nowadays about the electric cars, which I think it's awesome. I mean, the environment and everything. But then you talk about racing. Like I said, maybe the next 3 generations won't know what race cars sound in the past, but we still have enough people. Will you go to a race and it would be quiet? You can actually talk. It goes, it's like, hey, I think it's weird.
Yeah.
They do have a couple series that they run, which is awesome, but there is a place for them too.
Right.
I'm saying, are we going to just vanish everything? It's the extremes for me, it's what people exaggerate. It's a great series. They have a couple. They run. It's innovative. I think we need that, because what people don't realize, racing, it's actually a lab. Everything that you have on your street car, we've been developing for decades. The electric, our stuff. Our engineers are guys that the manufacturers are only involved in racing to make their product better. It's not because we love racing. Yeah, I guess we do. But what are we getting out of it? Right. And that's what they do. We develop a traction control. The pedal shifts that you have on your steering wheel, we did that, traction control. The electric cars. So my point is that is place for everybody. I hate when people say, what? You're not going to be racing with Theo anymore in 10 years. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, we have that series there and people come watch.
Right, they can watch both.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you like being quiet, some people go because they don't want to listen to their spouse for damn 3 hours, And that's the truth, man.
True. I can't say that about my wife.
Well, no, but I think I can say it, and I don't have a wife. But I think a lot of people, you see it. You're just like, just a second, honey. And then it's, and she'll say, just a second, honey, and that's men or women, But I interrupted you earlier when you were telling me, how did you get from the go-karts to the next level?
So I was struggling to make ends meet and working. So I was in a go-kart track. So to make a little bit more money, I I was teaching kids how to drive a go-kart. So I had a clinic, and so that I would make some extra money.
At the go-kart place?
At the go-kart place.
What was it called, the go-kart place?
Interlagos. It's in São Paulo. It's one of the most famous racetracks. I actually just raced there Sunday. That's last week.
In a go-kart?
No, in a stock car.
Stock car.
I'm doing stock car Brazil as well this year, apart from IndyCar. So been traveling quite a bit. And granted, man, back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. So I was down at the go-kart track, and the guy that used to prepare my go-karts, my mechanic, comes down. The race shops are always near a racetrack. That's very common. In Indianapolis, all the shops are there. He walked down and says, hey, somebody's on the phone for you up. I'm like, dude, I'm working. He says, no. So it was a guy called Nelson Piquet, which is one of the biggest, most famous race car drivers in Brazil. I'm like, so I'm very well known for pranking people. So I'm like, that's one of my friends that are screwing with me. So whatever. So I go up and he says, hey, it's Nelson. I'm like, come on, man, who is it? He says, no. He says, listen, it's me. And this is the deal. He was very well known. We were very well known for like having good race car drivers in Brazil. I have a friend in Italy that owns a team, and he says he wants a Brazilian race car driver. If I knew somebody that was good, it was you. So you have to go to Italy. It was Friday. You have to go to Italy tonight. I'm like, dude, okay, great. I can have, like, I used to take 2 public buses to go to work and come back. I'm like, I barely have the money to take a public transportation.
And had you been practicing driving actual? This is for
this is for cars.
Cars.
Yeah, but I was actually racing cars in Brazil for a small series and doing go-karts. So
Okay.
I was already driving cars. So I said, all right. So I called a couple friends that, had a little bit more money. I said, guys, I got this opportunity. Can you help me out? I need to buy a ticket. I don't know, I'll pay you back, whatever. It's like, no. So my dad sponsored me and another kid when he was alive. This kid had no money, a lot less money than us. Funny story, because then he passed, the situation flipped, and then so his dad says, no, your father helped us a lot, so I'll buy you the ticket to go.
Oh wow! So you get over there.
So, but I go there. The test was Saturday and Sunday. I was gonna go home Sunday night. I had a ticket. It was a weekend, so I go home. I said, hey, Mom. At that point, I was 16, but 17. I didn't have to ask permission for anything. I was working. I said, Mom, I'm going to Europe. She's like, hell, how? Where did you stole the money to go there? I explained to her, and I left. So I landed Saturday morning, went to the track. They had 10 guys that they're going to choose 2 drivers. They're doing kind of like a gong show, putting 10 guys together. You would go out two cars, and they will time it, and they will pick the 2 fastest guys. So I get there, I didn't speak in Italian, so I didn't know the track. I never had driven the car. So I go out, I do 5 laps like you did, and I come in, and they check the car, and they go, okay,